இன்னும் என்னடா யோசிக்கிற? There is nothing to think so much மச்சான். தைரியமா போ. ட்ரஸ்டபிள்ரா. 3 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பார்த்துருக்கல, இப்போ நான் பார்க்குறல்ல. How confident I am. Because I have taken a right decision. நான் கொடுத்த அட்ரஸ் போய் விசிட் பண்ணேன். You will have a personal care from them.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. All eye care treatment under one roof. அதான் ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டரோட ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி.
My dear children of God, it's my pleasure to welcome you all for this program. I represent Divine Truth Ministries. We are discussing on how to lead a meaningful life. Last couple of weeks we have been discussing on the first verse of our scripture. In the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. 3 weeks back, we were dealing on, was there a beginning? Because scripture says in the beginning. When God says there was a beginning, today science proves that there was a beginning through a Big Bang theory. 13.8 billion years ago, there was a Big Bang, sort of a proven theory now. Everything started from singularity, things started expanding, and the universe is expanding. Even now it is expanding and spreading across. In the beginning, God. Subsequently, we discussed on God, attributes of God, definition of God. We have a lot of definitions. The best definition would be what God revealed himself to Moses in the book of Exodus 3:14, where he said, I am that I am. When Moses asked the Lord, what am I to introduce you to your children? He says, tell them, I am that I am. So here he tells, I am not created, I am the creator. I don't have a past or a future. I am that I am. So no beginning, no end. So we dealt on that. And last week we dealt on the beginning God created. Now a lot of debates are there. God created or evolved. Things, have they evolved or created? And we have a common ancestor. Some of the scientists say from the fossils what we see. And even human beings, they say, have started from monkeys and gorillas. That was Darwin's theory. We all were evolved over a period of time, and the previous humanoids or human-like apes had bigger brain. They knew how to use the tools, things like that. The Homo sapiens who have come in the last have been evolved from that. But what I was trying to commune was, anything can be sort of, people say in the early stages of earth, when lightning struck, life would have formed, because some experiments when scientists did, striking electricity in a favorable atmosphere, some amino acids have been formed. So they say this is how life form could have formed. But what God is making me to think is, amino acids can form, but you cannot form, you cannot create a spirit, human spirit. God is an eternal spirit. He doesn't have a beginning or an end, but we are all created spirits. Spirits can't be seen. That's what we see in Colossians 1:16, first chapter, 16th verse. Whatever you see, not see, visible, invisible, everything have been created by him and for him, which means even our spirits have been created. And in spite of all the developments the scientists have achieved, no one have yet found out how to create a spirit or how to retain the spirit in this body without dying. For at the time of death, the spirit leaves the body, and in Ecclesiastes 12:7 we find that the spirit returns to God who gave it. Spirit was created by God, sent by God, and God gave spirit a body in mother's womb. At the time of death, spirit leaves the body and again goes back to him. That's what we find in Ecclesiastes 12:7. So, who can create the spirit? No science has come up with that yet. Anyway, I don't want to go into all those things. What we are telling is, in the beginning, there was a beginning. God, there was a God, and people are worshipping him in different forms. Created, that's what we found. Heavens and the earth. Next week we will go for the earth. This week we will dwell on heavens. What is this heavens? How big is the heaven? And how our understanding of earth, which is center, heavens means where is the center of heaven. All these things we will discuss in this week. Originally people thought earth was flat, because that's how we see. Everything is flat. So for a very long time people thought that earth is flat, and maybe when you go to a certain distance you may fall into a bottomless pit. That is how the old theory of earth was there. That was called flat earth concept. But later on, when people started going on sea voyage and things like that, they were observing. When a ship is coming, you only see the mast first, and slowly the ship's shapes start coming, and finally you can see the ship fully. And once when you go to a top of a hill or something like that, you could see some sort of a circle. So from this they found that the earth need not be flat, it can be curved. So then came the theory that earth is a globe, but it is at the center, because we see in the east sun rising and in the west it is going down. So sun, moon, everything is going round the earth. This is what people found. So they thought earth is at the center. This theory was called geocentric. Geo means earth, centric. Earth is at the center of the universe. So we are the special people created in the image and likeness of God. So earth is in the center. This is what we, for a very long time they thought. In fact, that theory was kept alive till Copernicus, who lived between 1473 and 1543 AD. He came with a theory that earth need not be at the center, but sun should be at the center, because when he saw the movements of the planets, sun and all, he somehow felt that earth can't be at the center. Then these movements he couldn't explain, but when he put sun at the center, he could explain a little bit. But this was groundbreaking discovery, but many people didn't take it seriously. Later on, Galileo was an Italian astronomer. He lived between 1564 and 1642. He again came with the same theory that sun should be at the center and earth and other planets are going round. So sun is stationary and it is at the center. But today scientists have found, as I have told you some time back, even sun is not at a stationary object. It is also going round a Milky Way. In the Milky Way galaxy, sun, like any other star, is going round the center. So even at a tremendous speed, we found some 8 lakhs kilometer per hour or more than that, sun is going and we are not feeling, and around sun the earth is spinning. This is called heliocentric concept. Heliocentric means sun as the center. So this they thought for some time, till powerful telescopes could be used, and with the advent of powerful telescopes, especially Hubble's telescope and all, they found that sun is one of the stars in this Milky Way, and Milky Way is not the only galaxy in the universe. This Milky Way galaxy has got billions and billions of stars, and with the advent of powerful telescopes, they found there are billions and billions of galaxies, each having billions and billions of stars. That is what the heavens. How big is our universe? We just see one sun which is close to us. That is why we call it as a sun. Essentially it is a star. What is star? The one that emits light, heat. And what sun is doing? The same thing. Why it's so bright? It's so bright because it's so close proximity to the earth. So just like other stars, our sun is also one of the star. We are going round. But in spite of all the scientific advancements that we have made, yet we are not able to go near any other star because they are all so far away from each other. In fact, on earth, we measure the distance as kilometers, miles. But when we go to space, we cannot be measuring these distances as miles and kilometers because they are so far away. And scientists have found out that light is the one thing that travels very fast, and it travels approximately 3 lakh kilometers per second. Imagine the type of speed that at which the light is traveling, 3 lakh kilometers per second. And what is the distance of our sun to the earth? They found out it takes approximately around 8 minutes for the light that had started from sun to reach us here. So they calculated sun is at 8 minutes distance in light, speed of light scale. All other stars are not in 8 minutes distance, they are all in years distance. The light has to travel for so many years to reach us. So which spacecraft that we have that can go to that distance and find out whether any life form is there or not? Now we thought earth is the center, later on we saw sun is the center. Now later on we found out that no, Milky Way is one thing and the sun is also moving, and now we find there are billions and billions of galaxies in the observable universe, which means that is what we can observe. Beyond that, so many more can be there. So where is the center? There is no center at all. So we have Milky Way galaxy, our nearest galaxy is Andromeda galaxy, and as I told you, there are billions and billions of galaxies, and God, when He had created, He wouldn't have been in any of these galaxies because He would have been outside. And where does He say that? In Isaiah 66:1 He says, "Heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house you will build for me? Where will my resting place be?" My dear children of God, our God is an awesome God. Now we saw the heavens and the earth. About the earth we will see next week. If you want to see the other episodes, you can always visit Narendranath in the YouTube. Thank you.
Appointment வாங்கிட்டல?
வாங்கிட்டேன்க்கா.
Hey, why are you getting nervous? Last month பிரியா குட்டியோட அங்க தான் விசிட் பண்ணேனா. எக்கனாமிக்கல்டா. இன்சூரன்ஸ் கூட கிளைம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Premature babiesல இருந்து old age people வரைக்கும் விசிட் பண்ற ஒரு இடம்.
எல்லா பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கும் பர்சனல் கேர் தராங்க. 30 years of proven medical records. ஆர்கே ஐ சென்டர் டி நகரில் இருக்கிறதுனால accessible to all places.
Youngsters, you guys must take the right decision at the right time with the right people.